Alright, so let's see what happens when you record a score and there's someone queued up on the machine already. You click on Fast Draw and then enter Elizabeth's score. Click on the Review button and then click on the Submit Score button. Notice the large warning telling you that Amy is at the head of the queue and is the next player to be started on the machine. Let's say that after you record Elizabeth's score, she says she wants to be requeued on this machine. In this case, you just click Requeue Elizabeth on this machine button, and it will requeue Elizabeth. You can then proceed with starting Amy on the fast draw by clicking the Attend to Person on the queue button. But let's say you recorded Elizabeth's score and she wanted to be added to a different machine or queue. You ask Elizabeth to wait till you have dealt with the person on the queue and click the Attend to Player on Queue button. Once you have clicked on the Attend to Player on Queue button, you'll notice the player number has already been filled in for you. This is the person at the top of the queue. It is your job to make sure the correct person starts on the machine. That means if someone has walked up, you have to confirm that they are the person that is listed on the current page by asking them their first and last name. If no one walked up, you need to call out the first and last name of the player. Once you have confirmed the player is present, click the Start Player on Machine button. If the player is not present, you need to click the Player is not present button, move to the next player in the queue. This will bump the player not present one position down the queue. Note that you can only be bumped once. If you are bumped a second time, you are bumped off the queue. You will repeat this process until someone from the queue is present or you exhaust the queue. If you exhaust the queue, then you will be free to enter a player number like before. In this case, AJ is present, so we will start her on the machine. Once you've started the queued player on the machine, you will see the If Previous Player Present button. In this case, Elizabeth, who was the previous player on the machine, wants to be added to a queue on a different machine. So we click on this button and proceed with adding her to the appropriate queue. Now, let's say we walk up to Fast Draw where a player has just finished their game and wants to void their ticket. We click the machine on the machine list and click the Void button. We confirm the player wants to void and click the Confirm button. The player ticket has now been voided. You will notice the screen looks similar to the screen after recording a score. The options on this page all do the same thing as the page after recording a score. Let's say we accidentally started the player Josh Sharp on the machine King of Diamonds instead of the correct player Cassie Stahl. In order to undo this, you click on the menu icon and select the Undo option. You then select the I started the wrong player on a machine option. This will walk you through the steps to remove a player from the machine. Once you have removed the player from the machine, you'll have the opportunity to add the correct player. In this case, that would be Cassie Stahl, whose player number is 411. The only time to use this feature is when you have made a mistake and the player has not started playing the machine. If the player has started playing the machine, or if you are unsure if you should use this feature, please call for help using the software. We will cover later in this video how to do that. Now, let's say you accidentally bump someone down the queue when they are in fact present. In this case, you bumped Fred down the queue on Glamour Girls. You'll click on the menu icon and select Undo. You then select I skipped a player on the queue when I shouldn't have. This will walk you through the steps to undo the skip. If the player has started playing the game, please do not use this feature. Please call for help using the software. We will cover later in this video how to do that. Now, let's say player Cassie has finished her game and walked off without getting her score recorded. This can be confusing when things get busy, because you will walk up to a machine and the system says you are recording a score for Cassie, but the person in front of you is not Cassie and wants to start a new game. If this happens and you are sure the player quit without getting their score recorded, then use the Player is not here button. Click on it and it will ask you to confirm that you are sure the player walked away without recording their score. Click on the Cassie style walked away button to report the player. Please note, this is the only situation in which you should use this button. Please do not use it in any other situation. Now, let's say something has gone wrong and you need help and you can't leave the scorekeeping area. Some examples here would be the system keeps giving you errors, or I made a mistake and don't know how to undo it, or I'm the only one at this bank and my replacement is 30 minutes late. Click the menu icon and then click the Please Send Help button. Select the division you are scorekeeping in and click the Please Send Help button. Help will be sent as quickly as possible.